following video you're about to watch contains content that some viewers might not like. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
Mrs.Dark? She's married.
Oh no, Ellie. She's single.
So what happened to Mr. Dark?
She doesn't like to talk about it.
Ah, what a funny meme done by JF619. Congrats, dude. Mentioning you once again. But, hey, it was a funny joke, so I might as well put it in there. But yeah, SpongeBob, man. Hello! This is a video that you've been expecting for such a long time. We're now entering into the 12th book. That being the, Valentine's at Poison Lake. Yes, it is a quite interesting one indeed. I won't spoil too much about this one because, quite honestly, you've seen my past mistakes before, and, as you probably noticed, I had to put in the little warning label on this one, because if you remember when this came out back in 2020, yeah, some things have happened around this time, and we'll be taking a look into those things again. So, here, let's talk about the main character you get, that being Ellie. Ellie is an interesting character because she wasn't part of the book. This was actually a made-in monster character from Pixowl. So this is an own OC. This is a known Carl Knave type of situation here. And she has a monster form, which is more of a demon form, which is right here. This actually looks pretty interesting and cool. I do dig why they decided to do this, and it makes sense for the most part, but at the same time, it can get a little, you know. But I digress, especially with her spawn, which are these things here. Now, I do apologize on how badly this looks, but you have to understand I had to take my screen and basically just make the work here. I wasn't given the right assets, but you get a good idea what they look like up close, and they certainly look problematic. When you find out what they certainly are interesting indeed. Right. There's one last thing I want to mention too, and this is just something to kind of clarify on. For those who played the Valentine at Poison Lake, may have remembered that there was one particular scene that gets introduced, and this was like just, they threw this in here for no reason, because at the end of the day, this was all about demons and not so much the lake monster or the lake itself. So they kind of threw in the mud monster and just colored him kind of lime, like a pale turquoise, and just like called it a day. Instead of making something new or unique. So yeah, unfortunately that's just the type of thing there. So if you wanted the recolored mud monster cousin, unfortunately he ain't coming back. Much like how the Valentine Night Fever will never come back, because that content was mainly just for one particular update and everything is already kind of featured there. So there's no real reason to bring stuff like that back, because it's not really interesting. You know, if it was a unique monster, then yeah, obviously, but this one, no. It was obvious that they just threw this in here just to kind of keep continuity with the whole thing. And all that stuff and more. No, before we jump into the gameplay, I do want to throw this out here. At some point, I did, in order to play this, you have to be at level 37. So, because of that, my newbie account, I didn't level it up high enough. So because of that, I didn't get to see the pop-in when it happened back in February. So I ended up asking the people over at Pixowl exactly what came within this bundle, and they were nice enough to give me this list here. So what you see here is what they actually came with. So not a whole lot of stuff here, but you might have noticed that there are two things missing from this thing, that being the portal and Ellie herself. Now the reason I think they didn't do this was because they were available to be purchased in the shop. Now, the portal, I can say, yes, that is available to be purchased. Ellie, on the other hand, no. I haven't seen her there yet. So she may have come with this pack, but I'm not 100% sure. But regardless of that, it's kind of weird because they added something else too. You'll see what I mean, because if you remember when this game came back, there was a interesting update that came along with it, and had a unique kind of style to it, and yeah, it's going to be all over the place, mind you, and you'll see why. As you'll see, basically, I got the content, it didn't pop in, there was a glitch. Apparently, it was either this or the other book, 12 Screams, was a glitch for some people. They ended up fixing it, that's why it took so long, because of other things that were going on behind the scenes, but all you need to know is that the reason why, you'll see exactly what happened, but I've also decided to put in the secondary book, new book that got put into there as well. And I joked about it a little bit too, so you'll see that as well. But if you're familiar with my 2021 Revisited special, back when I was just recapping everything and I showed 3 different quest lines, one of them being Ellie's, yeah, basically I just reused that one in again for this particular part just to make it everything consistent. So I put timestamps down, so if you want to skip that, you can. But anyways, that's my disclosure on this one, and yeah, you can enjoy some of that stuff. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting part indeed. So we're going to go into this on Valentine's Day, the February the 14th in 2023. So let's see what the month of love brought us.
Happy Valentine's Day. Look, the cringe is here. It's Ellie, the only OC character in this game. And wouldn't you know, there's a special bundle ready for us to go for the Valentine's Day special. But you might be thinking, special? Oh boy. What is this? Crafting shop. What is this exactly? The Poison Swamp also decides to give us currency. It's no longer a scene, by the way, because, you know, it wasn't really a scene, to tell you the truth. It was something. And the items what used to drop stuff is now dropping what it was supposed to. So you might be thinking, hold on a minute, Grim. Give me a sec. Hang on a second. What is this? Well, dear friends, this here that you're looking at is the special book, Valentine's at Poison Lake. Sure, it doesn't look like it's a special book because of the book's cover and all that, but rest assured, this is the special book for Valentine's at Poison Lake. But something interesting I want to point out is that for some reason, this ended up popping up here. Oh, well, yeah, we got that there. We go to Premium. Yeah, if you go to the Premium section, we got this. Level 36. Mrs.Dark finds her better half of the most mysterious neighbor. And they got Ellie prepares to show her true nature while Mrs.Dark invites her to join on an epic scare. If you remember, back in the end of the 2021 thing, I also covered this book with Ellie and whatnot. So if you're curious about that, I would recommend you looking at that video. And also if you were looking for more explanation to this event, it will be in this playlist as well, talking about the Valentine's of Poison Lake. Now, with that in mind, I'm also currently, as you probably suspect, this was also coming close to when this update came up, the 12 Screams of Christmas. This was supposed to be here before, but came alongside because of delays, and it's here now. So, this is probably what we're going to do is I'm going to buy this, and later on, we're going to complete and continue this after I complete the Christmas one. So let's go ahead and buy this outright. So I have to say, this bundle is a little bit more expensive than the 12 Screams by $2 more. But we got all this stuff here, and that's done. And it seems as though the quest line isn't popping up. Now, I have a feeling I think I know why. And that's probably to do with the special premium bug here. I think what's going to happen is they might fix this and give us the story. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I have to do the other stuff anyway. So hopefully by the time we come back, this is all fixed up. So, yeah. We'll look at this later on. But it seems as though the special book has not popped in yet. So I'll get more in depth with that and ideas of what's going on here. But needless to say, some interesting things indeed. So I shall return once I know what's going on.
The okay game. This is weird, but I decided to go off my side and, oh, look at that. There's another book. A new character lands in the town. She's Ellie. New character. She lands at the airport. Nice. Oh. Oh. That's why it doesn't work. Huh. Okay. I think I need to have them fix that for me. I'm not going to claim it just yet, because I want them to fix this. Let them do that first, and then I'll figure this out. So give me one moment to fix this. I find it weird that we got two of the same books, except the difference is one of them is the permanent content that's kind of like what happened back when this book was introduced way back in 2020 as a side thing. So I feel like I can probably get that there. And we got this one here, which is unfortunately the thing that's a little bit glitched. However, I have talked to the team, and I found out that I'm not the only one with the glitch here. So, what I think is going to happen is we're going to see where this leads, and but it sounds like we're probably going to get the patch coming in during the Valentine's Day update. So, in March, so a few more weeks. So they'll get that patch fix. From there, I'll see if this ends up resetting to the, the actual side quests. If it does, then I'll do that as well. If not, if you're curious with the side quests, I would highly recommend you watch the 2021 Revisited. Because I highlighted 3 other ones. So there's that. To kind of keep it easier to do that than, redo it again. Because the other option is basically me to copy and paste it into the video here, which I don't think you want to do. You don't want to see the second contradicting thing there. But I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. I have to think. I have to see. Wait and see what happens when they actually get this stuff set up. But yeah, as of right now, this is going to be on a wait. So I should return back, hopefully, when the update hits. But until then, I have another one in the works, the 12 Screams, which should have been done a few months ago. But hey, it's here now, so that'll get me busy, and hopefully by when I'm done with that, I have made my focus on the Valentine's one. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, keep on the lookout for that.
So, it's currently, the new update is here now. Well, it was yesterday or so. And you may have noticed that I've gotten myself for, a lot of money. Well, because they gave me 410 because of resolving an issue. Well, not really. But basically, long story short, they're still trying to fix the issue with this particular book. So, yeah, it's more of a longer wait for this one, unfortunately, which sucks. So, yeah, God knows when this update's going to come out, unfortunately, but it's going to come eventually. One thing I will say, though, while we wait, is I figure as much. Why don't we go ahead and look at this book here? The Mrs.Dark finds her better half of the most mysterious neighbor. Ellie prepared to show her true nature, while Mrs.Dark invites her to join on an epic scare. Now, I'm going to assume that this is going to be the same as, the same quest and whatnot that is required as it was in the other thing. Basically the gist of, that happened back in 2021. So what I'm going to do is, for your sake, I'm going to put that clip in here. If you've already seen it and you don't care for it, then you can just skip the time schedule that I have on here. Other than that, I will see you back once it's done. So let's take it back to past Grim here.
A monstrous love story. Looks like our town is going cosmopolitan. A new foreign neighbor is here. She's a German florist, arriving just in time for the month of love. Coincidence? Or shrewd enterprising?
I'm finally here. Now there's that lake. There it is. Very well. Let's set my evil plan in motion.
Not such an innocent florist after all, huh? Why am I not surprised?
You mean to tell me a girl that looks really nice and cute and like good, that she would be evil? No, Curly, say it's not so. I did say that she actually reminded me of somebody from Midsummer, and that was a movie itself I got to see. Oh God, that was I don't even know what to call that. But yeah, this is Ellie's storyline, and we got to see she's an interesting character. She's an interesting OC of this game, and it's interesting how HorrorTown is like a magnet of getting all these creatures back into this town for some reason. We end up, maybe we'll find out in the lore why everyone just seems to come gravitate to this town, but maybe it's because they just say, oh, monsters live here, and the monsters are like, you know what, yay, we can finally get to a place that feels like more welcoming. You know, like the mischief and everything like that. And to be fair, we actually do get to see a bit more of Ellie in the future, but not as a big thing as before. And I think partially it's because of the storyline they decided to go with this. And although I'm a fan of this with what they're going with, and I understand the context, but yeah.
Charm is power, and I have loads of it. While everyone else is influxerated with me, I will continue to sophisticatedly advance my wicked agenda.
Don't know what she's up to, but I gotta give it to her. She's charming to the bone.
Something tells me she has secret powers.
Ja, these poisonous waters are making my dark roses grow stronger and stronger. With their power, I should be able to shift to my true form. My demonic form.
Okay, I definitely did not see that coming.
But for now, let's play See Friendly Neighbors just a bit longer.
Yes, a demon. Definitely a demon. Nothing else. No other demons. Just a regular demon. Because they were never really were demons in Goosebumps, but that's why. But certainly not the other one. Not the other word they decided to go with, which I ended up memeing on as well. But yeah, you know, it's starting already. Oh God, no! Don't take me back to flashbacks of that again. It's okay. It's okay. Deep breaths. It's fine. It's not in this part of the video, so we're all good. It's just demons. You know, we just get the love story. That's it. That's all we have to deal with. So let's look at the animation. There she is. Oh, ooh, there's her spooky demon form with their weird bat-like wings that are really realistically, really creepy looking. Kudos to the artist, by the way. I really do love that. But yeah, I've got this weird circle thing going on. I guess that's her demon circle. But anyways, I ended up flashing forward to this because, yay, we finally got the thing we need in order to continue with this. So let's go ahead and continue with the story, shall we? Yay!
Everything is ready now. The ritual can commence. Darkest hour, demon flower, grow my power and flow 3.
I'll devour, I'll turn sour, I'll make cower endlessly.
Please, no more rhyming. I love it. I just basically broke Slappy with my game.
Ellie? Is that you? Who? Oh, Miss Dark, it's you. Well, I guess it's no use pretending anymore. I'm actually a foul demon. Oh, I see.
Wait, why aren't you scared to the mirror?
Well, you see, I also keep a little secret of my own.
Alright, so there you go. We got that going on. I meant to say gameplay like the whole shot, the shot so you drop dead with the whole jokes of that thing there. But what I wanted to say that was interesting is that if you're curious, her pitch for her demon voice is, you know, this here makes her look like a witch, right? You know, with this cute powers, and look at her big smiley, fake smiley face. But I digress. What's interesting about this, though, is, like I said before, let's just continue. Hey, we did it. Yay, milestone. But What was it? God, I lost my train of thought already. Thanks a lot, Ellie. You just ruined me. Oh, God. Oh, right, now I remembered. So, fun fact for her pitch, for a demon voice, it's basically the same pitch for her, but her lower pitch is basically down to 6, like my -6 of my normal girly voice, I guess. And what's interesting about that is originally I was gonna like 666, you know, because ooh, spooky number that you know she loves, but you know, basically that didn't happen. And it was, God, you would not want to listen to how low that can go. And I think that's, like, unhearable. So, you know, -6 was good enough. So, there you go. But what I found interesting, too, and I wanted to continue on, is, well, I guess I'm going to hold my tongue for now, because we're getting into the next bit here. Because once she's done her quest, we'll be continuing on. And hopefully by then I might be remember what I was about to say.
You also have secrets.
Sure, I might look like a helpful neighbor and loving mother, but there's a darker side to me as well.
Is that why they call you Mrs. Dark?
And that darker side looks like...
This. Well, I have to say I like your darker side much better. Really? Well, if we're being honest, ever since I saw you arrive, something has stirred within me. Everyone was delighted to welcome you, but I couldn't think of was this what love must really feel like. You know, I didn't notice you that day. I guess I was so focused on my evil doings that I couldn't hear love knocking at my door.
Do you like pina coladas? I still remember that was the joke. I ended up going with the original stuff there. But, yeah, and by the way, I still don't remember it. I thought I would, but the story ended up saying otherwise. But, you know, maybe it'll come eventually in the future of this video. If not, then, oh boy, we're in trouble. But, yeah, oh god, yeah, it's gonna begin. You might be wondering, the controversy aside, but we already know, right? We know. It's a nice little story, but God, the climate and everything like that. It's worse. It was bad, the fact that I had to do this in 2022.
But now that I've opened up, let me demonstrate my feelings for you with my cutlery skills. This is a typical German apple strudel with a little dark touch of mine. Hope you like it. Delicious. And I would also like to give you a token of my affection. A heart in a box. An actual heart? That is so kind of you.
I love you, Mr. Dark.
I love you, Ellie. I love you too. But how should we seal our love? I know. Let me just get it on one knee.
You know, you had ample time to do this, but let me go ahead and rephrase this again. You do not have any knees. It may be in your human form, but when it comes to your monster form, you're a serpent with a tail. No legs. That means no knees. God.
Ellie, will you go on an epic scare with me? Yes.
Oh, my face. You know that scene from The Simpsons, the Halloween special, the episode from The Simpsons where they go to the candy place and Professor Frank made a gumball that basically is so sour. And he's like, "What? Where's the candy?" And then you go to Homer. And he's like, "Oh, no." That Homer face. That's me right now.
I was talking like this the rest of the video, but maybe not because you didn't even understand me pretty much.
Oh God, you can tell that hurts me. Maybe we don't need the special book anymore. Maybe we don't need to bring back the Dark Valentines. No. God, no. I'm crying inside. Oh, God, I forgot how painful that was. Oh god, it was cringe on my part. You have no idea me having to read that out loud. Imagine how he feels to have people read it on by themselves. You know, I guess it's better, but, you know, headcanon the voices. I try my best, but can't really do a whole lot. Oh, by the way, I want to show you something interesting. You see this right here? Past me found something out. Look at this. Ooh, what's that? Interesting animation. Well, wouldn't you know it, this ends up becoming actually a new thing. Actually, at some point, if you looked back in the Poison Lake, viewer discretion is advised. If you do that, that's on you. You know, I have no liberty after that if you decide to end up dying of cringe. That's my only disclaimer. But anyways, if you did watch that video, you would see that their scare scene was a little bit different the way they kind of did stuff. And for some reason, they ended up changing the scare animation here. And at some point, I actually ended up making a video talking about this. In fact, I probably will go more in depth when this happened, because I'm going to actually show you what's coming up right now. In fact, if you're curious, this discovery came back in February the 12th of 2021 after I saw this, because apparently I like to rewatch some old videos of mine, and it just so happened that Valentine's Day came up, and I watched, you know, Poison Lake again, and I ended up showing this discovery, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, huh? Wait, did he change the scare? Yeah, they did. Wow, that's cool. I wouldn't have known that, and now you wouldn't have known that.
So, I'm just about finishing off the Ellie's premium quest, which is the Monstrous love story. And while I was kind of doing this stuff and releasing all these monsters, I noticed something. I was rewatching A Weekend at Poison Lake, or, you know, the Valentine's of Poison Lake, what it's called, the event. But I was rewatching that, and I noticed something, that these little minions over here, right, her spawn, or whatever you call it, their attack animations have actually changed. I'm not sure how long ago this has happened, but I want to show you. If you look back in the previous update, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, but let me just show you right now how they attack. See how they're just kind of swatting them? It used to be them standing still, them kind of doing this long thing, but now they're this. I'm guessing they did this to kind of make it go by faster, but I don't know when exactly they decided to change the animations for this, but it must have happened at some point during last year, because either that or they just did it now, but I don't know. But I just wanted to throw this out there, because had I not, people, like, I wouldn't have realized this until, you know, after the fact. Anyways, I'm just going to let these monster demons things go out and scare these people, because right after this, I should be finishing off with this quest line.
Again, fun facts in this mountain of cringe.
That was truly epic. I had the best time of my life. Thank you. And that's not all. No romantic celebration would be truly complete without some proper romantic desserts. Your strudel, my heart in a box. I bet together they will taste delicious.
Oh god. Oh, I bet it tastes good.
It is delicious indeed. Definitely an improvement.
I feel so blessed, should I say cursed, to have met you. Me too. So what else could we do on this monster honeymoon? Well, I've heard Creature from the Black Lagoon is playing right now at the Mirage. Wanna catch it? Great idea. Such a romantic movie.
I wouldn't say it was a romantic movie, but certainly a really great movie you should watch. Again, it's certainly one of the classics. Universal should show more love with the monsters, and of course, I'm very happy about the whole Philo Scare Meter again. Again, it could have been worse, but you know, it's something they have to keep on putting in because they want to use that feature. Oh boy, they need to use that feature. Oh golly gee. But yeah. So I've got to have summoned monsters in the past and just do other stuff here. But, yeah, what's interesting about the whole scare thing here... Oh, and by the way, this also happened here, if you're curious, this other pack, which Masters of Deadly Love, which is first Valentine Night Fever, I believe it was, which is supposed to introduce Fever Swamp. as well as other Valentine's Eve stuff, which I will show off near the end how that would have looked, you know, when you're new with a version account. But it's quite interesting indeed with... God, it's almost over. But yeah, one thing I want to point out before we go back into the last bit of the dialogue here is that for some reason they go ahead and say this stuff like, "Oh, I feel so bad that the creature died by drowning," and God, I have not seen that film for a long time. But how does a creature like that drown if it can go underwater? Like, can someone please tell me that? How does it drown? Now, if you said, "Oh, the creature died," then it would be okay. Yeah, I can see that. But no, it drowned. A water creature drowning. Oh yes, that makes so much sense. Oh, big brains, big brains. Oh, I'm small brain. I'm tiny brain. I don't know. I don't understand. And yeah, and this is the start of me buying bundles, by the way, because the game is now considered to be on hiatus at this point. And I decided to go ahead and show my love. And here's my first ever second bank, because HorrorTown's going to have a lot of banks at the end of the day. As you probably saw, if you saw my a hiatus video of special extra goodies. And yeah, now we're done with this. So now we can finish up with this quest line and be done with everything, and I will be finally wrapped up. Oh boy.
I must admit, I did cry a little when the creature drowned at the end. Something tells me he'll be back. Wow, what is that gigantic horned skull that's lying casually by the side of the road? Sinner's Den. Ooh. I wonder what kinds of things are going on inside that place. Well, only one way to find out. Shall we?
It looks like two soulmates have found each other. On what a thrilling adventures will their monstrous love take them? Apparently not, because this had a huge backlash.
And that ends the Monstrous love story. And, you know, another Valentine's past and gone.
Welcome back. Well, hopefully that was fun, unless you just skipped it, which is just fine too. But anyways, here's the grand prize for this thing. And oh look, I got everything already ready to go. It's almost as if I got this festive, like, already gotten this claimed. Oh, and I've leveled up too, 158. Cool. And it looks as though, yeah, you only get one of these, which I already have. So, yeah, if you're curious, it's going to be way over down here. So you don't get two. Yeah, no two. You only get the one. And I believe it's right over here. So I guess we just have to let it load in for a minute and go from there. Right. Maybe. Yeah, hold on. There it is. Yeah, so this is it. So this is what it is. This is what it drops. So not really bad for the Poison Pond. I really do dig it. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad price. This is something, by the way, that is permanent with this quest, so you'll get this just fine. You do need to get Ellie, though, in order to kind of get it unlocked. But other than that, you know, you can still play it, so just know that. If you do have it, then the book stays, so just know that, right? Anyways, I guess I'll be back when the new update hits, and hopefully then we can start a little bit of this quest line and go from there. And there's 11, so I have to decide how I'm going to do this. Well, it's Halloween time. After waiting what seems like 6 months or so, we got this. Yeah, we got this again. They resetted this. But the more important thing is we got our main thing resetted. The quest that we've been waiting for for a long time, which is great, because that means I can continue on with this finally, with this special book that I've been holding off for God knows how long. So I figured we need space, so I guess back here will do. Let's start this off.
Valentine's a poison Rick. Hey, neighbor, what a horrific new day in town. Looks like the mayor has a big announcement for us. That will make his neighborhood even more terrifying for its little inhabitants.
So we have the green light to inaugurate the lake project? Yes, I'll make sure of that. Thank you everything, Mr. Peepo. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. That sounds like green light to me. Let's get this lake up and running.
That would be the greenest light indeed.
Alright, so we got this going on here. Unfortunately, we have an event that's going on as well, so this is going to be a little while for me to actually be able to do this, but never fear, I will get this done eventually. But I can finally now place something down, which is the Haunted Hotel. So let's place this down. I guess let's put it here for now. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I'll put it here for now. I'll figure things out. Cool. So let's see this. So this is like before, where you have a bunch of stuff here to be able to do things. Now, it seems like they've combined some things here, but they left other stuff as well. I think. I don't know. I'm kind of vaguely remembering if some things are here or not, because no, they did take some things out, or they didn't add things back in. So this they added in, right? The Anti-Cupid 3000, but like the apple strudel and things like that nature, they didn't brought back, unless let me just double check here if they actually bothered to put in here. I don't think they did. No, they did not. So that's gone. So that monstrosity before, that's gone. So it's just simplistic. It's just whatever. It's just going to fit with this event here. Right. So yeah. So we got that started going here. I'll come back once I get finished with whatever I'm doing with this event. And then I guess we'll go from there as far as things go.
There was one thing before, like I'm still doing on this quest line, by the way, like the new event. I know. Wish this was when I was down, but whatever. But there is one thing I should probably do, which is place the water pump, because I do have that, so I might as well get rid of it, because that's what I did with the other one. So you know what? Yeah, Accountant Nightwing, you can keep that. And it's just a decoration, right? Yeah, it is, though it looks kind of stupid when it's over there. Actually, you know what? I'll have this outside. Yeah, not on the hill, because that's kind of stupid. That's stupid! Where is it? Where's a good place for it? You know what, maybe... Yeah, you know what, you can have it. There. Water for your thing. There, perfect. Alright, so once this whole event is done and we don't get any weird pop-up type thing, it's a long story. If you've seen the Circus of Fear, you know. But I'm going to try to finish this off, and then we'll show you the Investigate the Lake thing. Because I think in order for that to happen, I actually need to place down the one scene here. Yes, that's the Poison Lake. Sure, we'll put it right over here. Unless I can put it in front of it. I could do that, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe. No, not like that. You know what, I'll leave it there for now. I'll try to fix this later on, because there's just a few more stuff I got going on here to get rid of. So, yeah, it's in good time, it'll come.
I kind of moved this here for now. It might change in the coming little bit, but whatever, it works. Anyways, I'm still kind of doing this here. However, I don't think I'll need Lucy, because all she's doing is this, so I'm going to have her do the Poison Lake sample, Investigate the Lake animation. So let's follow her. Yes. So I think this is going to be the first time we actually see this animation in a better quality, because before I was using my older phone, which was smaller, and I got this new phone in August of 2020, so chances are this is going to be interesting to kind of look at a good detail of this. Nice crisp a bit. In vector look. I don't know. Anyways, this should be interesting just to see how this turns out. But yeah, she's on her way. Slowly but surely on her way. Nah, Christmas stuff already. I can't believe I have to replay that again. Alright, there she is. So let's see this. So it's like the animation from before, except this time around they're interacting with the pond here. Which makes sense. I mean, if you're going to use an item, use this. And I know it's kind of crappy that this used to be a scene, but it didn't even do anything. And, yeah, now it's just an item, a scare decoration. So, let's have her do this one more time, just in case. Yep. Alright, cool. And it's called Poison Swamp. So it's not even the Poison Lake, it's a Poison Swamp. Why is the haunted hotel? Yeah, the haunted hotel. Why is it over here, next to the Poison Swamp? You think that'd be some sort of problem. But, you know, I guess, nah. Can't wait to put the lake hut down. That was a unique building that we didn't get to see here. I think I have an idea where to put that one, but, yeah, I'm just gonna hold off. Yeah, still gonna be figuring this out, but yeah, I guess we'll continue with this. However, I feel like if we get to a Dustin or Marty quest animation, we might not be able to do it because of the fact that they're needed for the quest line more. Marty mostly, but yeah, so that might be difficult. Again, I'll probably hold off until we get closer to finishing this event, and then I'll do it, because at that point it's like, what else am I gonna do? So yeah. And then I also finishing this off again. You already seen the part, you can see it through the video stuff, but yeah. It's annoying, but I'm glad this fixed itself. Right, she's done her thing.
Dear neighbors of HorrorTown, it's a pleasure to be standing with you here today to announce the opening of our beloved Promenade Lake.
Well, more like Poisonous Pond. Also, I forgot because she was connected to the thing. When I clicked it, it also clicked on her, so yeah, stupid on my part.
This project will boost all sorts of new activities that will make our town the best it could be. Leisures and recreation businesses will skyrocket.
Not to mention the benefit for us. Monsters.
Not only will the lake beautify the promenade, but it will also improve its flora and fauna.
Oh, dear Mayor. It will. You can bet on it.
And this would later on turn into the downfall of her that goes into the summer. Yeah. I love how it just kind of goes into her building here. I think it's because, she's currently doing something to do this, right? And, why isn't there no continuation? I guess oh, you know what it is? Probably I need the mayor in order to do it. I have a feeling that's probably what's going on here. Let's see. Strange. Huh. So it's not the mayor. I have a feeling maybe it might be Dustin. I'm trying to think, who could it be? Mrs. Marr? Yeah, because they're currently doing event stuff. So here's what I'll do. I'll hold off just, I just wasted money. Which, I have a lot, but still, it's kind of like a... So I think what's going on is because you need one of the characters in order to continue with this. So I think they're currently busy. It might be Mrs. Marr if I remember my thing correctly. or it could be Mrs.Dark. Because I know they were talking about, oh my, that means my family can come by visit. So it's one of the two. I'm going to have to wait and see who it is. My guess is Mrs. Mar. So we'll just wait and see what ends up happening here. But yeah, this is what happens when you're still doing this while in an event. I told you this was going to be a bit of a crap. But, you know, I'll try my best with this. So let's just see here. So we got 11, so 5, so 4. You know what I'll do? Because, let's see, I continue this here, 6, so, let's see, so 11 plus 6, so that's 17. So, really, 17. Huh. I'm just trying to see if it's long enough. So that's 10. 9. So I'll do two more parts, and then the rest we'll just do in continuation with this. So we'll do that. So we'll do 2 more, and then we'll end it. So it wasn't Mrs. Marr. Maybe Dustin? No, not Dustin. Marty? No, not Marty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, folks. You know what that means. That means, despite them fixing the bug, it's bugged again! Yay! Guess I gotta go to support to get this fixed. This thing's never gonna end. It never ends. It never ends with this thing. Ellie, why do you haunt me so much? I just want you to be done. Right, so I got message back from support. Apparently this is not just a bug for me. It's been other people have reported the same thing. So apparently they thought they fixed it, but they did not. So here's hoping that we get to actually play this update whenever they do put a new patch. I'm hoping it's the next one, and it's not going to be like, oh, wait until like the end of the year in order to get this done. So I don't know, man. This, God, this is taking too long. Oh, hallelujah. They fixed the bug. Now we can continue on with this event, and hopefully they also fix something else so that we don't have to see pop-up ads during this. Because I don't want to break into the context of things. Anyways, what do we need to do now?
Next up, fellow neighbors, guess what we'll be getting in our beloved town? Is it, a mall? That Mayfield kid spoiled that for us the last time.
Is it, another arcade?
Is it, a 4D movie theater?
Poor kid. I wonder if we ever will get a 4D movie theater. And also, what book would that be based around? Attack of the Silver Scream? Or, like, Invaders of the Silver Scream, sorry. Wrong thing.
I knew you wouldn't see it coming. This'll be the real deal for us HorrorTowners.
Aren't we rushing it with the additions, dear Mayor? We've just gotten a lake to enjoy ourselves.
Don't you mean Poison Pond, Lucy? Place Airport. Yep, so we got that, and they're unique, so we don't have additional copies of this. Let me just double check. Because they're just, yeah, they're unique decorations, so we don't need them. So what do we can get? Okay, so no one can do that right now because they're busy with stuff. So I guess I'll be back once this event is done, so I can focus my attention on this. So, yeah. Well, I knew there would be a roadblock somewhere, but yeah, anyways, we got that going on here. So let me just see, when exactly are we going to stop this? I want to find out. Let's see. Alright, so let me just go to premiums for a second. So we have 6, and we go over here. So that's 17 quest lines. So let's just see here, 17. So looking at, so 6, so that's 8. Okay, so I think after this quest line is done, I think we'll end it, and then we'll continue to rest off in the next part, because I posted the old quest line from 2021 into this part, as you saw. so I don't want to overload this video to be too long. So I don't know. I'm gonna assume. We'll see. By the way, I just wanted to do this for a laugh. But hey, where do I get the Poison Lake samples? Why, by playing the Poison Lake scene, of course. The hell are you talking about? Play the Poison Lake scene. There is no Poison Lake scene. We got the Poison Swamp. That's it. Lake doesn't exist no more. This book doesn't exist no more. This whole thing was just to sell this stupid pop. Here. This was all it is for demons. Just saying, man. Okay. Anyways, a little rant over. I'll be back to send characters to do the sample stuff when I can get them freed. Right, so I'm finally finished the event. So now we can continue on with this. So let's get some Poison Lake samples. And it's pointing me to Marty, which means we're going to see his one animation, which is the use radio-controlled boat. So let's see that. And she can actually do... I'm glad that they're able to do more than one play. Like, they can use this more than once. God, there goes the other dog. Yeah, apparently we got the other one a while ago. Don't ask why. Other reasons with the Crip. They just wanted another one. So, I think I'd learn, but no. Okay, so just the two. And then I think Eric can actually do another one, so. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, Eric. No. Dustin. That's it. Sorry, not Eric. Dustin is the other one. But the reason why he's not be able to do anything, and here's him, by the way, doing this. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that. It actually fits properly instead of how it was glitched before. If you remember that, him just going on land. Just don't think about that. But yeah, it works. It looks cool, them doing that. Fixing it like this. Alright, one more round. Around. Okay, good enough. Right, so the reason why Dustin's not here jumping in the pool of Poison Pond, whatever this is because of this. I'm trying to finish this as well, so we'll have him do that, and they'll be free. But I think we should be able to get the water. We get 2 of them, so that means 4. So I just need to do it 2 more on another time, and it should be done. Right, so might as well do the swimming at the lake thing, because he's done now with his little side quest there. So we're just going to go over there and see how this turns out. So be right back. Alright, here we go. Let's see him jumping into the pool. Right, there he is. Oh. Well, it didn't work out as well as it did before. Yep. Now, I'm wondering if it's doing this because Marty's here, or if it's just because of the layering issue. But, I'll be curious to see exactly what's going on here, because it's not really showing it properly. So let's just see what happens with Marty's gone, see if that fixes it. If not, it's what it was. So yeah, as you can see here, the animation is working now. So I'm going to have him, I guess, summon this again. So that way this annoying check mark is in here. So we'll just do that real quick. Give me a sec.
We're getting... airport! That's right. Now all kinds of exciting new neighbors will be able to visit our town. And they will be able to stay at our new lakeside hotel and enjoy all its amenities and services. Oh my. Really? Now my grandchildren won't have excuses to not come visit.
This is all too weird. I have a bad feeling about this lake.
Come on, Lucy. Loosen up. Not everything has to be scary around town. Maybe we finally starting to turn the corner.
She's not kidding, Dustin. I examined some lake water samples and something dark is present in the molecules.
Dark, you say? Dark like
Evil?
Yeah, but I digress. Alright, so I think... Let's see, where exactly are we located right now? We are currently going into number 3. So let's finish number 3 and then we'll kind of end it off from there.
Looks like we have a new visitor at the brand new airport, all the way from Darmstadt, Germany. Let's all give her a warm welcome.
By the way, if you're German, you're probably laughing right now because Darmstadt stands for Demon City. I wonder where she came from.
Hello, dear neighbors. I'm Ellie. It's a pleasure to be a part of the neighborhood. I've heard such nice stories about it.
I'd like to hear those stories. Don't know if I'd call them nice. But hey, welcome to town, Ellie. Did you hear about the new lake in town?
Oh, ja, my dear. It's one of the reasons I'm here.
Yeah, that's very weird. Makes you wonder who Mr. Peepo is.
Its waters has the perfect nutrients for my beautiful roses. I hope you all get to smell their perfume now that it's the month of love.
Was the month of love. Now it's October. I'm sorry, the end of October.
That lady, Ellie, she seems so kind and high-spirited. Don't know why, but she makes me feel alright.
Well, something tells me we finished the quest off. I don't know what it was exactly, but apparently we finished it.
Well, she might be super nice and all, but her roses are something else. Have you seen how pretty they are?
Not sure about that aroma, though. They smell like caged hamsters.
And there you go, that's the end of that. Okay, so Witch Tent, Dark Rose, and Kiosk, of course. So let's go ahead and place them down if we already don't have them available. So let's just see here. It is this, of course. Then we have this. Guess I'll find a good place for them, but for now I'm just putting them down here. And this. Yeah. I do like how they basically took the flower kiosk and just turned it purple and being like, oh, all done. So yeah, now we got a bunch of these to kind of deal with for a bit. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. So what I'm going to do, just before I forget, go to Dustin, we'll see that animation, and we're going to end it and continue this on part 2, finishing everything off. Also, it's funny how Marty and Lucy drops 2 of the water, and Dustin only drops the 1. Makes you wonder why that is. But yeah, here's the animation in question. So this is what it looks like proper. In better resolution, might I add. Because the last time we had this happen was probably way back in February of 2020, which by then I had my old phone. So, this is with the new one, so it's good to kind of see this in a better quality and not so blurry, as it were. It's just a little smushed, but you really don't notice it that much, but it is something to note of. But anyways, I'm still remembering the fact that when Dustin was actually frozen, his body was completely not rendered and he just came back to normal. But that's that. So anyways, let's end it off. I'll take it to my end self and we'll go from there. I'll come back in part 2. Alright, bye-bye.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will end part 1. I know, it seems like it was just beginning, but as you can see, because I added the extra side mission that re-added it, that it basically just made it a little bit lengthier than usual. And I didn't want it to overtake or make it small from the other part, but hey, you know what? If part 2 is long, who cares? You guys get to enjoy it anyway. But I digress. Anyways, let's see what kind of madness comes in soon. In part 2 of the Valentine and Night by Poison Lake Revisited Special. I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time for some more weirdness. Let me put it this way. If you thought that first bit was cringy, you haven't seen anything yet.